This has become my favourite knife. I think it is just absolutely beautiful. It was about £70 from Raven Forge, who sent a nice little message as well. Rosewood handle, some nice stainless bolsters there, and this, what I think is absolutely gorgeous piece of Damascus, which is 1070 and 4340 tool steel combined in that, what I think is just a stunningly beautiful pattern. Ravenforge logo is just about on there. Ravenforge don't actually make these themselves, they're made for them. Lovely, lovely bit of file work. Doesn't go all the way around. I've done a couple of things to this. First of all, when it's arrived, we've got this beautiful mirror polish that goes all the way down here, and it sort of stopped about here. So I've just gone over that with a little bit of glass paper, just so it'll bring out the fact that, yep, that's proper Damascus. And you can see it on the bottom just there as well. Lovely, lovely angles, convex, convex. That file work does give you a little bit of grip. Overall, I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It's not a particularly big knife, doesn't need to be. Blade length is, what, 12 centimetres, 4.5, nearly 5 inches. Overall, just over 9 inches, 23 centimetres. It doesn't weigh particularly much. It's nicely balanced. Remember what the balance point is. About there. That'll do. Comes with this really nice sheath, which you'll notice is designed to be carried that way, horizontally. That's a sort of nod, I think, to Raven Forge's interest in more historic type of knives. It's designed to be carried like a sax would have been carried, sort of through your belt like that, so you wobble along. This wasn't massively secure when I first got it. Still not hugely secure, but it's a lot better than it was, which I did like this. So the method I used was quite simple. Rice wrapped in cling film, little sort of patty to about the right size. Wrap knife in cling film as well. Soak the sheath for about 20 minutes. Get it good and wet. Put it there on top. Another cling film bag full of rice on top of that. A big book. Leave it overnight. So it now sits in there a little bit better, and don't forget to put some oil on it when it's been in wet leather. That was easy enough to do, but I just get so much pleasure just holding this. I've cut very little with it. I will admit I'm more of a collector than a user. I've got a couple of knives that I do use regularly. This isn't one of them. This is, as far as I can see, is more for sitting and looking at and thinking, God, that really is a cracking looking blade. The finger grooves are, well, they're not too bad in my hand. They don't sit particularly neatly and comfortably, but as I said, I don't use it for a great deal, so it doesn't really, I don't think, make a great deal of difference. The things I have used it for, then, because it's quite nice and light, I don't really notice the finger grooves. I'm not a huge fan of finger grooves anyway, but it just looks just right on this. It's a beautiful, beautiful knife. We've done the dimensions. Let's see the thickness. Find the ruler. It is, there we go, about 4mm thick, or whatever that is, 2/16, just about. So it's, you know, it's a nice enough knife. It's sharp enough out of the box. I haven't stropped this. I haven't done anything with it. Devastates paper. What does this always? Oh, this always goes so much better when I'm sat at home doing it rather than actually trying to film it. But I'll just take my word for it. It does, and you can cut lots of other things with it as well. try a bit of old bungee cord, and yeah, trust me, it is sharp. That was just now. Quite effective. But all in all, I just get a huge pleasure out of owning this and just looking at it and fiddling with it and watching historical documentaries and sort of waving it around, and just I think it is stunning. It's not going to get a lot of use. I don't want to damage it. I don't want to do anything to it at all. I just want to sit and look at it and think, that is a cracking knife.